CrossWorld. So technically, what are you talking about the gameplay mechanics of the gameplay of Sonic Racing CrossWorld? So today I was being a little bit for that something, but during that there was a full Metal Harbor racing when I wake up this morning. But also I found something. We got Sonic, Tails, and all the races that... What the He's driving a carriage, right? Okay. So this is what characters we got. We got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Zack, 8-Bear, Shadow, and Omega. But we got Tails. He's driving on a Bumblebee, I guess. And that's Shadow. He's driving some kind of a carriage when I never see. Also, we also got the Metal Harbor gameplay. We got Tails flying on his plane by his own car. We also got Sonic, and there's the Kraken Bay, the one I was talking about. And this is Sonic doing his pose like he did. Now, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Mario Sonic. And that's Knuckles. He's driving his car, but I see it's a shape that I never see. And let's not forget Sonic drifting, doing again like the Tokyo drift. And there's Sonic doing a stunt double. But first, let's take a look at the gameplay of Metal Harbor, the full race. Okay, this is the first time a new high-quality gameplay of Sonic Racing CrossWorld was followed by the Game Braves. So let's watch it and see what the best gameplay it is.
We had the opportunity to try Sonic Racing CrossWorlds on the PS5 in a recent hands-on session. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is what happens when arcade-style racing meets the chaotic world of kart racing.
We brought all the gang, and there's Cream. Game Braves.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry. Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. You know, support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
Developed by a team that includes members who previously worked on Initial D's arcade games, this game looks to bring an engaging multiplayer racing experience.
And look at this!
We try about an hour of racing across 5 to 6 tracks.
Racing!
One big change is that ring collection isn't just for show, it actually affects your map speed. So the more rings you have, the faster you go. But lose them in collisions or by falling off track, yeah, someone else is gonna pick them up.
Hey, what are you hiding? What you doing when you go?
Vote on the first track.
And nothing wrong being private. Make sure it ain't
I mean, one of my...
your life double-sided. Watch your face like coins.
It's about
What side do I get?
every race
Side you beat, so what have you done?
and one track gets chosen.
Some of your dirt is come to light. Where are you? Spitting up that heavy time. Come on.
Acceleration for massive wheelness, power for better durability for collision, and control for better headline. On top of that, there's gadget
Doesn't matter to you if you get heads or tails. Just don't like the flip all the time.
I think we Transformer again.
If you spin it, then you get to see both sides. Oh, the thrill of the double life. Light it, take your time.
It's just a strategy.
Watch you from where we are.
Load up on collisions first. Or if you
Look at your face, there's no
all in on
power
race
left.
handling bonuses.
Can't even come home like it's fun.
Competitive.
Am I
F
right?
rank and climbing up to
So
A,
what have you
then
done?
legend rank 1 to 9. There's tons of
Some of
fun
your dirt has come to light.
colors, after our session, racing consoles and trying something different. Like chaos of kart racing, but with way more strategy.
Oh my god!
We developed functions that other players built before
I definitely
and
would just
tested
not think this game would have come down.
or, you know, movie specials. This one's gonna make you frantic. This is gonna be like a little. What do you think? Are you excited for Sonic Racing Console?
Oh, definitely.
Comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You must get over to it right up.
Wait a minute! Was that the Sonic clear and the reference? No. I gotta repeat that.
More future videos just like this one.
Yo, they're cooking! Oh my god, this is just like I remembered. The reference of the one was amazing.
That's the question.
I really like that. It's on the other side of the reference game that you
must get over to it right
Okay guys, so let's talk about the first preview of Sonic Racing CrossWorld. So
Let's get the comparisons out of the way first. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds feels closer to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed era of games as opposed to the more recent Team Sonic Racing, but has taken advantage of the enhancements that Team Sonic Racing brought to the table. While I've enjoyed both formats, the three-character mechanic of building a team to work together to coordinate racing and drift lines is gone. Instead, CrossWorlds goes back to Mario Kart's everyone for themselves format. Like Mario Kart, it shares some similarities from the items on the course to the various shortcuts and kart customization. However, while it shares some DNA, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds evolves beyond what we've gotten from its now 11-year-old competitor. Now, one area that CrossWorlds may come up short in compared to Team Sonic Racing is so far there is no sign of an adventure mode, but this was an early look, so that might be one of the many reveals that the team is saving for later.
and that's Ocean View, which is Knuckles.
While many elements mimic its competitors, the green and red rocket-powered gloves bounce off walls or hone in on opponents, being the most one-to-one example to the shells in Mario Kart, and the customizable car parts and wheels like we got in 8, there is still enough here to help CrossWorld stand apart from the crowd though. Plenty of the elements before the Sonic themes, such as the various Wisp power-ups like Thrill and Tornado, knock other racers away and defend you from incoming attacks. There were also magnets you could throw out as hazards which pull enemies towards them if they get too close, and their ultimate rubber band item to help those in lower positions catch up, the Monster Truck, which turns your car into a massive monster truck, knocks enemies away, and allows you to drive over all terrains without penalties. Beyond the items, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is all about, well, crossing worlds, with each race separated into the traditional 3 laps. Still, each lap feels different thanks to the marquee CrossWorlds mechanic. At the end of the first lap, whoever is leading the pack will determine which course the second lap will take by driving through one of 2 giant travel rings that transport everyone seamlessly once they arrive at that point. The options for these are randomized, and sometimes one of the options itself is a randomizer, so not even the leader will know what to expect if they choose it. During my demo time, my second lap took me across stages themed with things like dinosaurs, pirates, or lava, where we spent most of the lap in a plane, another mechanic that I'll get to later. There are also modifiers for the second stage, called Frenzy, that will alter the lap, such as placing moving boost gauge along the entire lap, or granting a maximum boost gauge after drifting for only a split second, and making the whole lap feel like I was back in the days of the snaking that plagued and ruined Mario Kart DS. Thankfully, Frenzy modifiers are random, and across my 15 or so races, the instant boost Frenzy only happened once, so I'm not worried at all about it becoming an issue in CrossWorld. After finishing the second lap, another transport ring seamlessly sends players back to the original course, but with some minor but effective changes to the course layout in key areas. Courses like Metal Harbor evolve, where you have to drive around the outside of a rocket launch pad on lap 1, but on lap 3 the rocket is launched as it did in Sonic Adventure 2, replacing it with a steep half-pipe ramp that allows players to perform as many air tricks as possible to gain a considerable speed boost when landing on the opposite side. And that's just one example example. In another course with water segment, I saw gates open, allowing access to shortcuts or supercharged item boxes with a higher chance of granting better items. CrossWorld was also hiding shortcuts around the map, as well as shortcut rings that activate on the final lap that would temporarily send me to another world. These secret rings are powerful shortcuts. They extended my lead in races or helped me catch up, and made it more challenging for other racers to target me with their items. I don't know what forces were causing these rings to appear as I raced, but they were worth the effort of being ready to take them. Like the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform games, portions of laps or sometimes entire laps place you in a plane or boat instead of a car. All of these vehicles have a unique identity, and while they share similarities, they have mechanics to help them stand out from one another. In addition to the standard drift mechanic you get in a car when you transform into a boat, you have a charge mechanic that jumps it out of the water, giving another opportunity to perform air tricks for speed boost, which can help you regain some speed after hitting a hazard or being tagged by an enemy's attack. While planes offer more routes than the other vehicles, they do so only if you spot the alternate paths, like a chain of boost gates underneath the road on Magma Planet, where you need to dodge waves of magma to maximize the plane's advantage. A variety of vehicles and paths gave me nostalgic notes of figuring out the best routes based on the vehicle I was in, like I did in Diddy Kong Racing from my Nintendo 64 days, but with all the updates to the formula you would hope for in a game released nearly 2 decades later. While I was playing, I spotted some incredible inclusions spanning multiple generations that longtime fans of Sonic will be excited about. The roster
is off the chart. You always say that just because it's music about that. Anyways, let's talk about the gameplay mechanics.
The laps are sometimes
we got Knuckles driving in this car, which is the full transformation. And next one we got someone.
vehicles have a unique identity. You need to dodge.
Tails. He's driving on this plane. And I realized, now, what was I
Layers of magma to maximize the plane's advantage. The variety of vehicles and paths gave me nostalgic notes of figuring out the best routes based on the vehicle I was in, like I did in Diddy Kong Racing from my Nintendo 64 days, but with all the updates to the formula you would hope for in a game released nearly 2 decades later. While I was playing, I spotted
we got Knuckles with the stored-like engine. But, yeah. Because of that, we'll continue on that.
Spotted some incredible inclusions spanning multiple generations that longtime fans of Sonic will be excited about. The roster of characters shown so far range from the expected heroes and regular All-Stars, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, to less frequently playable characters like Cream, Omega, and even Zaz from Lost World. The rider you put behind the wheel also has unique stats that will affect how they drive each car, and even rivals like Sonic and Shadow have similar yet different stats, such as one having more speed while the other having more power or boost. Vehicles fall into 4 classes: speed, acceleration, handling, and power, all of which have high stats in the matching category with the looks to match it, and I could quickly fill the tunes in my car as I swap between them. When racing in my powered vehicle, which I customized to look like a bulldozer, I felt thematically appropriate as I bullied other racers, all while stealing their rings and giving myself a speed boost thanks to some gadgets I had installed, which I will also get to in a bit. Characters and types of cars have the most significant impact on your vehicle's stats, which you can then modify by changing individual car parts like the wheels and more. I picked my favorite Shadow and raced in 3 of the 4 vehicle types, all of which worked well enough to where I finished in first place for 75% of my races and top 5 in all the rest except for one where a well-timed hit hit me and caused me to miss a ramp and fall off the map in the final stretch of a race. We've all been there. Along with changing out of parts for stats, you can also deck out your car with decals and change the colors and materials to your heart's content. Combining your character with car customization allows you to make your vehicle your own. The last bit of customization comes from another mechanic called the Gadget Panel. It's a powerful tool for changing how people race.
Yeah, the Gadget Panel is what I remember. Now, what was I thinking for Wait, what did she say?
With car customization allows you to make your vehicle your own. The last bit of customization comes from another mechanic called the Gadget Panel. It's a
I get a Gadget Panel! Yeah! Gadget Panel makes it better.
colors and materials to your heart's content. Combining your character with car customization allows you to make your vehicle your own. The last bit of customization comes from another mechanic called the gadget panel. It's a powerful tool for changing how people race, granting abilities like an increased chance of getting certain items, adding a fourth level to the drift boost gauge, or granting you rings for performing specific actions. Every ability costs anywhere from 1 to 3 slots, and your panel to install them consists of 2 rows of 3 for a maximum of 6 slots. I started with only 2 slots, but after a few hours of racing, I increased this to 5, giving me more options to slot in new abilities that changed how I approach races. Early on, I had opted for an ability that allowed me to grab.
And the race contains boost, so we got tails in the scene. I can't forget this is that
After a few hours of racing, I increased this to 5, giving me more options to slot in new abilities that changed how I approach races. Early on, I had opted for an ability that allowed me to grab rings from a greater range, which took up a single slot, but later on I swapped to a pair of 2-slot abilities that would give me a boost when colliding with other racers, while also stealing 10 rings from them to help me reach my top speed sooner, and also slowing my competition. Fortunately for my competitors, and unfortunately for me, they caught on to my antics thanks to the ability to see other racers' builds before a race, and shortly after implementing that strategy, nearly everyone else copied it, plunging our races into chaos like a 12-player game of bumper cars. Needless to say, this was a ton of fun as we all kept trying to ram into each other to get out in front of the pack. Even though it was just a short test drive with my favorite hedgehogs and friends, I am eager to see what else hasn't yet been revealed. The racing felt snappy and responsive, and each car customization operated as I expected. I felt like a superstar hitting enemies with well-timed items I unleashed, and the new CrossWorlds mechanic was a blast, allowing me to learn courses while keeping each race feeling fresh, as I never knew what to expect on the second lap of every race. There's a lot more left to learn about Sonic's latest racer, but so far, so good. For more on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, don't miss the announcement trailer, and for everything else on Sonic games and movies, run really fast right on over to IGN.
Someone that they should be ready. And let's not forget, Sonic Racing CrossWorld Close Network Test for the PS5 is set for February 21st to 23rd of February. In 2025, we'll be getting 6 tracks, 5 crossworlds, 9 characters, and 16 vehicles. Sega will host a Close Network Test for Sonic Racing CrossWorld for the PlayStation 5 from February 21st at 4 p.m. PT / 7 p.m. PT to February 23 at 4 p.m. PT and 7 p.m. PT. The content announced applications are available from now until February 19th via the official website. For 6 tracks, we get E-Stadium, Rainbow Garden, Water Palace, Meadow Hall Bird, Ocean View, Wonder Museum, 5 Crossworlds, Roulette Road, Dinosaur Jungle, Correction Day, Lava Cave, Sky Road, 9 characters, Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Shadow, Eggman, Omega, Zaz, Green. We get 16 vehicles, 1 online race, 1 Sun customization, and playable modes we'll be getting is World Match customizations, and gadgets. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is Supersonic Sound signing off. If you like this video, like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
知られてる語られる出来事なんて飽き飽きだだから誰も見たことない常識に頭シェイクされたビリビリエレ を惑ったくらいじゃ酔えやしないさ思い刻まれた暗号パチパチノーリミットここからがワンピース形成概念をぶっ壊すためにちょうどよく交換それと友から磨けビリビリエナジーいやあげろワンピース滅ばす旅人へ継ぐ意味のない戦いはないんだバラバラの文脈が意志を持ちつながれば時の糸が紡ぎ直される俺たちと共に世界変わり続けてる
This has been Supersonic Sam's presentations. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.